Hi everyone, it's Sunday the 23rd of June and this is I'm down here on the river today for my first session of the new season. Now I'm on a stretcher river today, a few fish topping down there which is exciting. I'm on a stretcher river today which I think is noted more for bream, carp and chub. What I've done, I've had to wade through a load of stingers up there to get down here. This is one of the spots that I found on one of my last videos I'd done when I was looking for fit places to fish, and when I looked at it that day it looked absolutely fine. Today I've come here about a month later and what a difference it is to get down here to fish it, but I'm still going to give it a go. I'll show you where I'm fishing. I'm not fishing yet, I'm all set up and ready to go. Bit of a narrow space there, but it does look good. It does look good. I like the colour of the water this morning as well, and it's just a nice little flow. And we're also on a bend. The only problem I might have is if I get anything decent on there, I might have a bit of a struggle getting it in because I'm really tied to this little area here. But we'll see how it goes anyway. I might be forced to just use one rod at the end of the day, but we'll see. Baits wise, I've got bread flake, sweet corn and luncheon meat today. See if we can winkle out some bream or some chub would be nice, and I do know there's some decent carp up here and all. Anything, you know, would do. As I say, we're on a nice bend here, so I'm going to have one rod just flicked over there and the other one just over there. I can't be too precise, well, I can't be too fussy with where I put it because I'm a bit limited. I may even well regret giving it a fish in here, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll keep you posted on how we're going. It's a nice day. It's flipping sweltering, I tell you, and it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. It is at precisely 8 o'clock actually. So that's what the target is today: bream, chub or carp, but anything would do, of course. My biggest river fish, I've only been doing this my third season, and my biggest fish so far in the river has been a tench of 4 pound, a chub of 2.5. That's the best, and rope, I've had some decent roach to a pound. At the moment that's it, but I'm quite hopeful today and we'll see how we go. So I'll catch up with you later. We're actually fishing now. First cast on both rods. The one on the right, this one's got double corn on it. This one's got a piece of luncheon meat on it. I've fed the swim with pellets. I tell you, I've been waiting for this day. I was going to go last Sunday on the opening day of the season, but the weather wasn't too good down here, so I decided not to come and make it this weekend instead. Right, I'll get back to you if there's any action. Well, I've been fishing for about an hour now. No fish yet, but I've had about 3 or 4 bites up to now. A couple on the luncheon meat and a couple on sweet corn, but nothing positive yet. I've just switched, as I speak now, rod to the left. This one here, got bread flake on it. Might just have been a twitch on that one. That's the thing, when you fish a spot you've never fished before, you're never quite sure on baits and tactics, so it's a bit of a learning curve really at the moment. I've got PVA bags with me, so I may switch to one of them a bit later and fill it with some pellets and that, see how we go on there. We'll see. So I've had some bites, so it's not as if there's nothing there, you know. Very warm, very humid now. It's a nice little spot though. Right, I'll catch up with you a bit later on. Well, I've been fishing for about 2 hours now and still nothing. In that 2 hours I've probably had about 3 or 4 bites, but nothing really positive. I've switched between bread, flake, corn and luncheon meat, but still nothing as yet. I'm now toying with the idea of the PVA bags, which I definitely will try in a minute. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Let's keep our fingers crossed that something happens. Well, I must admit, I didn't want to say this, but this is a real struggle at the moment. And on top of that, we've got somebody in a canoe coming up the river. Is the opening session of the new season going to start off with a blank? It could do, could very well do. I've got a PVA bag now on. Oh, there's flipping loads of, a couple of them coming up. Just nothing happening at all. Nothing happening at all. That's about the only thing that's happened actually, is these canoeists coming up here. That's about the only action we've had all morning. Still, I'm not going to give up hope. Just wondering if changing to a float would make any difference. Still a couple of fish jumping out down there, but it's always the way. It's always not where you are, it's always a few yards, several yards down from where you are. What's the time? It's up past 10 now. Still bags of time, but I haven't got no confidence here that anything's going to happen at the moment. Still, we shall soldier on. I mean, it's a pleasant enough spot to fish, but I had a few bites first thing this morning. Nothing positive, but they were definitely bites. But up to now, nothing. Anyway, I'll get back to you later if anything happens. Well, looks like it's going to be one of those days. Just haven't had anything. Just a few knocks, probably about 3 or 4 knocks in all in total. Keep getting played by canoeists up and down the river, so I'm forever keep bringing my line in. I tried for about half an hour on the stick float. I had one little bite, but that was it. I've gave up with that as well. So I've gone back to as I was before now, with corn on one rod, bread flake on the other, and just sitting and waiting. And just basically seeing if anything happens, you know. It's stifling out here, it really is. There's not a breath of wind and it's so humid. You never know, I've probably got about a couple of hours left. That rod tip could still swing round, but you know, you get them days where you just don't feel confident, that you look and it just doesn't look like anything's going to happen. And that's how I feel. But the thing is, this is a spot I haven't fished before. I won't be fishing on this spot again, that's for sure. But you know, you eliminate these places and you get to know the places that are good and the ones that ain't so good. On any other day it might have been good here, I don't know, but it's not working for me today, that's for sure. So I'll just keep plodding on, I suppose. What's the time now? It's 12:10. I should probably give it about 2:15, and then call it a day then. So at the moment it's looking like an opening session of a blank. So but we'll keep plodding on, as I keep saying. Keep focused on them rod tips, but it ain't looking good. But anyway, I'll keep you posted. See you later. I'll tell you what, I'm absolutely peed off with this. I really am. I can't have me rod out for longer than what, 3 or 4 minutes before they're coming up and down the Poxy River in their canoes and that. I won't be fishing here again, that's for sure. Totally ruined it. Totally, absolutely ruined it. It's literally every few minutes now. Look out, hang on! Christ. Should be over the other side, mate, because I've got a rod out. And yet they carry on just oblivious as if nothing, you know what I mean? If they just kept over the far side a bit more, they don't, they come straight in right where you're fishing. As if they're homing in on it, you know, attracted to it. Anyway, enough of me keep moaning. It's one of them days, I just have to put it behind me and try and do better the next time. But I certainly won't be fishing on this stretch again. That's for sure. No chance. Absolutely zilch chance of that. Right, try putting it out again. They're going to come back down here again in a second. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. I'm starting to think they're doing it on purpose now, because they're just the same people coming up and down every few minutes. Here they come again, another lot. They've been up and down here about 5 or 6 times now. So I've decided I'm not going to put myself through this torture anymore. I'm going to just finish my cup of tea and that, pack up and go home. I won't be coming on this stretch again, that's for sure. So anyway, I gave it a go here, and it hasn't worked out really at all. So I'll catch up with you later. Bye for now. Hi, just a quick update on today's session. All I can say, all I can describe it as, an absolute bloody nightmare session. The sort of session that for someone like me that don't actually catch a great deal when I go river fishing, makes you wonder whether it's worth going again, you know what I mean, on the river. It was awful, absolutely awful. I probably had about 3 or 4 bites in all, nothing major, but they were bites. And then damn canoeists keep going up and down. I mean, you can't really, man. They've got as much right there as what fishermen have, I know that. But it does annoy you, you know, and the river's so narrow there that there's no way that they can. Well, they were over my side as well a lot of the time, but it didn't really make much difference. It was rubbish anyway. Just nothing, absolute nothing. So if any goods come out of it, I know that I won't be fishing that section of river again. An absolute nightmare. You know, I don't know how other people get on up there, or whether it's just not very often that you get canoeists up there, but today was it really was bad. Every few minutes, and when I could get me bait out in the water, I had to bring it in again after a couple of minutes, because they were coming, another lot were either coming up the river, or the lot that had previously come up were coming back. It was a absolute nightmare. But thinking about next time that I go, it'll either be back to where I normally go, at least I do catch there, Betley Bridge, but I just wanted to fish somewhere different on the river. You know, so many places to try, and you get a session like that. It'll either be there or it'll be the Loch, which is where I would have gone, but they had an all-night competition there, I think, this weekend, so I couldn't fish that. That looks promising. So that's where I'm going to be going next time, either the Loch or Betley Bridge, but we'll see. That won't be for another 2 or 3 weeks. I'm absolutely knackered now as well. So yeah, a nightmare session, but you know, at least I suppose if I learnt anything, I won't be fishing there again. Not up there, not on that section of river. So yeah, that's how it went anyway. The dreaded blank on the opening session of the new season. Not great, but hey ho. So I'll see you again on my next session. Bye for now.